You just park that cute little terrier of yours right here.
You know, enough, shore leave.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's been down for a couple streams now. I just keep forgetting to grab it. It's okay, Bubby. It is, Bubby. Hello, Bubby. well done.
Oh, Carl, here comes your first buddy now.
What's up, guy?
Whoa, 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 Chief. How about you watch where you're walking here?
How about you pay attention to where you're standing, asshole?
Hello, Cord. How are you doing this fine evening? Lotus, did you ever... Not Lotus. Cord, did you ever pick a Trench Crusade thing? That was what you were... That's what you were thinking about next, right? Trench Crusade? But last week I got a nasty bug that had me down for like 3 days. Yeah, bro, I know that feeling. You haven't picked yet. Well, I'm glad to see you're better. Yeah, Karen and I picked up a lovely little bug while we were running around New York. Yeah, bro, I get that. You know, I look at it from like a different perspective. I feel lucky, on some level, when I get sick, because I'm like, oh, I can just stay home and work on stuff and paint. I don't get like, I can't say it's the most efficient work I've ever done, but I did get quite a bit done. I think I finished a boat. I finished like at least a couple guys. Naturally, it was the weekend, so I probably wasn't going to go anywhere anyway. So, works out. Until after I think I inhaled some of the pesticides from my work cells. Oh, so you don't even think it was like a... You think it just, like, hurt your immune system or something? Or do you think the pesticides gave you a germ? I don't think that's how pesticides work. So it wasn't necessarily... Was it like a runny nose type thing? Or did you just feel like shit? Because if that's the case, it could, yeah, it could be. Could be exposure to something. No body aches on this 1 day sick time. You should get workers' comp. I mean, workers' comp for 1 day is not going to be. It's probably not going to be worth your time. If they even give it to you. You did have body aches. I mean, I'm sure when it comes to pesticides, you can have a variety of effects. So it's like, it's not something admittedly, I'm not really super knowledgeable on. I deal with them every night at work, but that night something just got me bad. What, the body aches? So then, yeah, it probably was related. I mean, I say, you know, just go in there, tell them how you feel. Work, they really care about, like, emotions and feelings and stuff. Especially for male workers. They're very concerned. Also, Mr. Chris, I just wanted to finish doing the black on these guys, and then I'm gonna start working on your ladies. I know you don't care, but figured I'd tell you. So you have, a part of the itinerary. I was very lucky, it fills a... yeah, I know. It fills an interesting void in my insides, because it's a project that I finish over and over again. Because when I finish these guys, there are no Dutchmen in my house that aren't, like, not painted. So I think I've become addicted to the constant, like, serotonin hit of having effectively a fully painted army. Which is an interesting feeling. So, I go from a very powerful sense of very powerful self-loathing, right? Because I look at all the stuff that's not done. And then I look at my Dutch and I'm like, but wait. Maybe I'm not so bad. And I don't know, maybe I'm addicted to that. Actually invaded country. I do. The thing is I don't even have like a fully sizable amount of them done. I probably still need to do a few more sailors for it to be like a fully painted like list. You know, one that I would like take to an event. You know, like I could make a list that's where everything's painted for sure. But you know, it's not like the list. And also, there's the added advantage that
look at that booty, show me the booty, give me the booty, I want the booty, back up the booty, I need the booty, I like the booty, oh what a booty.
It has the advantage of all the models that I paint, Mike can use for, you know, battle reports and stuff. So it's got some fringe benefits. Yeah, the Dutch are definitely they're portly. They are quite tall. They're quite tall. Yeah. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Maybe I'm not an English player at all, guys. Maybe I'm actually a Dutch. Maybe I actually play Dutch. What does that say about me? Mr. Nagel would mock me if he heard me say that. You finished the first season? That's good. Actually, I just finished the season yesterday. I am on season 5. So I am now watching things I don't think I've seen before. So 21 is Sphinx. I just watched the prom episode. Dean is now emo. Yeah, so this is all new stuff. I never watched that far. I wish you luck, Kara. Two-ton 21. So, Chris, I can ask you this. Do you think that Morpheus's daughter, I forget her name, Triana, right? Triana? Do you think she treated Dean badly? And I'm sure there's going to be an episode where that is kind of brought up to the speed, you know, brought to the fore. So, like, you don't have to spoil anything, but to this point, I don't know. I think it's the unfortunate. I think it's an interesting telling of the whole I don't want to say incel type of movement, but it definitely makes me feel like like Dean is doing that friendship with expectations thing. Dean, that is. He's like, if I'm just nice to her, then eventually she'll want to sleep with me, kind of thing. Just talk to Omar. He knows all that. He knows all that Spanish stuff. She did not. Okay, so I'm glad we agree on some level then. Now, do you think that the master interfering with that was fair? Because I don't think that's necessarily fair, though, on some level. Like, not everybody can have an omnipotent, shape-shifting necromancer thing that lives in your closet. I mean, she probably would not have been happy with Dean, admittedly. I think we all know that, but... But do you think that she would have hooked up with him if he had not influenced her? I guess we're gonna get into some real deep stuff now. I heard that she disappeared from the show because of an IRL breakup that happened to the principal creators. Ah. Interesting. Was she, like, voice acted by the significant other or something? You see, this is why we should just ignore women. It's all great in the beginning. And then eventually the breakup happens, and then everything falls apart. No, I agree with you completely. I mean, yeah, but I think that's like the point of the character, right? I mean, it sucks. I mean, because I found myself in that situation where I just thought to myself, oh, well, if you're nice enough to a lady, eventually they'll like you, but I mean, it's not how it goes. You gotta, I think every guy has to, on some level, go through that at least once. And I don't think that it's ever okay. But I do think that is just a part of the process on some level. I think every guy's got to go through that. You need to be attractive, right? That helps. I suppose that's true. Being attractive does help. Also, that show does have a couple heavy topics, huh? Friggin' Dermot's dad, that whole thing, or Dermot's mom, I guess, is more the thing. Shallow gravy, baby. Well, there only seems to be one thing in the entire show that ever, like, gets underneath his skin, and it's the offspring of Venture. I mean, it's hard to get mad at Dean, right? Because he's, like, the good kid. But, like, Hank, Hank clearly gets under Brock's skin. So, I think the last time we kind of were talking about this, I think I might have been in season 1. I think I might have still been in season 1. I've been watching some serious show. This is very unlike me. It's very unusual that I've had the time to watch it, but, you know. I did it for you, Chris. Yeah. I suppose that's true. Yeah. You know what? There's one benefit that we can all be happy with. Also, I gotta say, any episode with Action Johnny is already a good episode. Also, I'm not there's a very meta joke when it comes to Captain Sunshine, by the way, because he's voiced by what sounds to be Kevin Conroy. Who is known for his legendary voice work of Batman. So I don't know if, I imagine that was somewhat on the nose. I'm sure they did that on purpose on some level. But especially when it came to, like, the Wonder Boy stuff, where he's, like, adopting orphans to fight crime, you know? I was like, that's a very good, reference. Yeah, there's a lot of layers, there's no doubt. Because, like, even... I was talking to Wilmar about this yesterday, where, you know, there's, like, these little separate storylines that will get resolved in one episode that was like, you know, was like the focus of one other episode. So like my favorite one is obviously Myra, or whatever her name is, the one, the bodyguard, the female bodyguard for Brock. Because like there's a, you know, the episode where Billy and Mr. White go to his office because of the Quiz Boy stuff. And then that episode wraps up the stuff that they were mentioning before when it came to her, because she's getting like pulled off the premises for going crazy. It's like little things like that. It's like you really got to pay attention. And even in the prom episode, I think they might have mentioned it literally in one other episode where Dean has like a crush on the male lady. And then in the prom episode, he goes to her house to like ask her out to the prom or whatever. And I was like, wow, what a reference. And it's like they don't like hold it out in front of you or anything like that. They expect you to use your own brain, and by watching the show, to just kind of get it, which I really appreciate. The Hankinator, yeah. Yeah, he's got the crush on the male lady, but they don't ever like talk about that other than like one episode, and it happens like a couple seasons beforehand. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna turn it on. Yeah, no doubt. I feel like I've caught most of them. I don't think I'm not sure I've missed any of the references, really. Okay. Here we go. Let's pull up the picture. It's a rock troll. Rock lobster. Okay, yeah. So there's like a red jacket, and then their pants is like essentially all black. The boob plates are black. The head plate's black. Time to paint more black. It's just like the perfect color, you know? You know? So yeah, the episode I'm watching now is the Sphinx episode, where Hank is now Destiny. Yes, it does. Sphinx! Also, you did mention, you said this before, where, you know, Shore Leave is in that, like, Catholic, like, diving school or diving boat thing or whatever. And then you mentioned that they never really, like, reference it after that episode. In one of the episodes, he actually does say that he was just undercover. So when he said that comment, I had a little nugget in my head, and I was like, oh, he said that they never mentioned that. Actually, no, I guess they did. Hello, junk. I don't know what any of that means, Chris. I don't know the difference. I mean, it's very evangelical, yes. The idea with his little 27-hour armory prep. It can be done. That's true. I can paint things that are not Dutch. I already explained why I did it. I don't know if you got in here yet, Mr. Wilmar. I think I'm just addicted to the idea of having a fully painted army. Does that make me a monster? Because every time I finish Dutch, I have a fully painted army. And that's a good feeling. You know? And I think with that more many hobbyists at the same time. Yeah, I mean you would hope, right? I mean that's the dream, right? I think that's why I'm so addicted to it. Because I can maintain it. If anybody asks me, Dylan, have you ever fully finished an army or whatever, I can say yes. And that includes boats. Yeah, I mean, yeah, right. But that's part of the game, though, Wilmar. Because when they release it and then you attain that status again, you get hit by it. That's probably why I have to keep buying Dutch. Do you understand, Wilmar? I'm addicted to my own supply. I'm really coming to Jesus on this one. I suppose I can't blame you. And here's the news. Huey Lewis and the news. They're going to release new Dutch models with the new book. And I didn't even get those early. I did. The next episode I was gonna watch, Wilmar, was the prom one. So I'm up to speed. Chris, what color were you thinking of one of these ladies' hair? It's not a Dutchman. You're right, Cord. You're absolutely right. Magenta. Okay. See if I can do that. It's not a color I paint commonly. I'm sure I have the stuff for it. Listen, people get upset if I paint too much Dutch, okay? Here, I thought I only painted Dutchman now. Still some great pile of shit. No, there's not. There's none. There are no gray Dutchmen. If I were to put this on my boat, people would be like, wow, Dylan, there's more work in that model than my entire army. Those are the only two Dutchmen I got left. Sort of, because I still have Piet here, who I've kind of been lollygagging on painting because he's got these like really bad vents that literally cracked the model. So I've kind of been waiting for that to stop. I think it is done. whatever. I don't think you guys actually care. Oh, painted Dutchman. I could say as a spine specialist, you don't want a piece of mad science attached to your spine. Yeah, that probably doesn't end well for anybody. Hey, another website showed off my models. I thought that was neat. This is the Gruppen Switchers Gruppa for Infinity. It's the model that transforms. I didn't go last week because I was sick. tongue full of life. I'll probably go tomorrow, yeah. I got nothing better to do, I guess, you know. I haven't actually lined up a game with anybody or anything. I gotta see if Chris or something's down to play Bushido, or want to get some practice for his new Spanish list. I feel fine now. I tried to be responsible. Yeah, I mean, that's a thing. That is a real thing. Nothing better to do than try. I'm just giving the gift, man. The gift of contagion. Can't say I never gave you nothing. There's a few people looking for Bushido? Because I ain't playing Infinity. I don't know. I was thinking of starting a league for the, as everybody likes to call it, the boat game. But I'm not entirely sure I have the mental fortitude to do that right now. I just don't think anybody would join me. I'm not one to like be excited about anything that GW does or whatever, but I will say the new Nurgle stuff they showed off. Ooh, there's some hot stuff in there. And I was like, you know, you might have got me on that one. I might be buying me some Nurgle boys for Old World. Yeah, the biggest issue that they keep showing is that they show all those models with those weird looking oval bases. Really weird. Don't know why they keep doing that. I did not. Go pod looking, go rate. Wow. Looking go rate. That's pretty good. I gotta give you credit on that one, Jay. That was pretty good. Maybe if I do a league, you know what? I said do. I'll run Dutch. And what do you think of that, Bucko? Yeah, I'll go. I'm going PAX. Wilmar, you want it on board games this year? Haley doesn't want to drive to Philly and play with the same people we play with here, so I need to recruit else. Your wife's bailing. Haley's your wife, I assume, right? I don't think I've ever actually heard you call her anything other than your wife around me. And I've only met her once, I think, at Everwinter. The one that was in Weston. Yeah, somebody will ever come. Yeah, well, you know, I get it. I mean, I offered to help her, you know, with chiropractic, and she dodges me all the time. No, I get it. I know exactly what she's doing. I'm used to that. Dude, I'm so used to this. You kidding me? We had to take a class for this. She wants new opponents. Why does she not want to put up the regular crew? They do something. Did they do something? You just game with, I forget his name, and his two kids all weekend. I do want a board game. Yeah, me and Josh are going to drive there Friday night. Chris. Chris! Jesus Christ. I've kind of been in a mood lately, so I'll be honest, I probably don't even need to be censored. I'll probably just sit there very calmly and not make a lot of noise. That's a euphemism. Chris! Can't say that. Was I that bad? I've been going through like a serious bout of depression, so I haven't been enjoying being alive very much. So that must have been... If I was loud, it's probably because I was building... that's been sitting there for a while. See, it's like moments like that where it's like... Whenever I get hit with it bad, I always think, like, I need to stop playing model games, because all it does is make me miserable. And then I realize that it's probably literally the only thing that keeps me alive. Yeah. I guess I did have fun yesterday. That was nice.
But it's not a thing about making it accurate. It's a thing about making it feel right.
You see, that's the fun thing, is that customers don't actually pay attention to what anybody says. I guarantee you, he didn't even notice. It was a lot of fun. I mean, that's honestly... I think that's why I've just kind of dropped everything, just for B&P. It's just like the only thing that makes me not miserable right now. I don't know why. I mean, to put it into perspective, I kind of haven't really been... I've had days where I haven't really been happy to be a Cairo.
You know, you want those.
Yeah, sorry for the butt cam. That's where the heater is. The heater's underneath that shelf.
It's not a thing about making it accurate. It's a thing about making it feel right.
I just really want this business buy to just end. Like today I found out that apparently I have? I found out that the lease place that we're thinking of going won't let me sign the fucking thing because my coworker doesn't want to sign it because she wants to retire.
It's not about getting all the errors out. It's about getting it to feel right.
So I don't know. I don't know what I want anymore. Mini game treadmill.
You know, if it's an accident that's an error that feels good, then you leave it in.
Have I been on a minigame treadmill? I've been playing B&P since... I've been playing B&P
You want those.
almost exclusively since like April. Or March. Actually, before March. Actually, it was like February. I've been playing that game almost exclusively for like a year.
I saw it when I walked, boy.
And then every time I poked my little head out to play something else, it punched me in the face. I got last place in every single Infinity event I went to. The Cyberpunk event I went to, I got last place. I mean, it doesn't help. It does not help. That's for damn sure. And then the B&P event I ran, I got, I almost won.
I saw it when I walked, boy.
I mean, I could make time to paint it. I still haven't even built. Well, I say built. I don't think it's that involved, but I haven't even put them to the bases yet. I mean, sure. I love those kinds of games. Well, that's good. I don't know. Like, there's a definitive fear in me that people think I'm some kind of like a game bandwagon jumper, but I feel like I haven't really been that bad. I mean, like I sat there in that every day, every other gaming channel or whatever it is. People were like talking about playing other games and stuff, and I don't know. I sat there and I just kind of watched. I wasn't really like Blackout's interesting. I'd play it if other people played it, but I sit there and I look at it. I'm like, why am I being accused of being a game jumper? I don't do that. I don't do this. What always happens is I'm playing another game, somebody else finds out, and then a million people want to play it. I'm like, it's not my fault. I don't know. It makes me feel bad that people think I'm trying to that I'm like some kind of game jumper. You're a taste maker like Prince. Yeah, I guess. That's one way to put it. Well, I mean, the good news for you, at least, Wilmar, is that you have somebody to play it with. It's mostly with that guy, though. Right? The one that lives in... like, west of the city. I led Lunar? What? I mean, that's fair. But I still play those games. Except I haven't played Lunar, just because that's a weird game, but... I got a rep. See, that sounds awesome. Well, here's my my notice that I'm gonna lose that rep. Yeah, I know that. Nobody else does it though. That's what I don't understand. Because even with Bushido, I said I'd still play it. Somebody's just got to run it. And then nobody did until Bagel came around. I don't think anybody's been mean about it. It's more of a self thing. Like, I don't want people to think that I have some kind of like ulterior motive, you know? Like, I try to have a good reputation, but clearly I don't. Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering why you left that one out, but that's fine. I mean, I honestly this one feels, you know how it is when you have like girlfriends and all that stuff. This one feels different. BMP's different. I mean, whatever. The reputation's gonna go away because I'm not doing anything else now. I'm a changed man. You're someone who organized days. Right. I mean, which is fine. I think it's great. I mean, it's good to have somebody to play with. Well, like I said, it's not a problem anymore. Vicariously. You don't want to live vicariously through me. I'm going to warn you right now. These days of my life, you do not want to be living vicariously through me. You look like the Pied Piper, that's all. Oh, that's fair. Okay, that's fair. I mean, as long as people don't think that I'm doing it, like, maliciously or whatever. But, like, I do hope you guys understand. B&P is very different. Well, that's good. Definitely no one thinks maliciously. I think they all have short attention spans. I mean, yeah, sure. I agree. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I have some short attention span on some level. I never got the impression. I'm of the mindset that if someone thinks I'm doing something in bad faith when I am not, they can go pound sand. Sure. I have a weird internal instinct of, you know, being in the medical field where I'm kind of like, I care about people's opinions and stuff probably a little bit more than I should on some level. Like it's like a weird kind of fine way of putting it, because if somebody doesn't like me just for like whatever reason, then I couldn't really care less. But if there's a good person out there who thinks that I'm trying to make like the world a worse place, that's what gets me. I mean, trust me, there were a lot of games where I felt the pull, you know? Baron's War, Pillage, those little, like, historical Dark Age type games. Oh, I felt the pull. After Everwinter, playing Pano. Oh, it's a Magical Girl Assault Squad time. Shit. Yeah, I'm down. I'll play it. It's the time of the MGA. The Great... And, yeah, that's fair. The Great Pirate Paint-Off is early next year. It's January or whatever. So I'm sure I'll be wanting some B&P, but I could definitely play some MGA. Prizes for painting. I'm gonna whip out the office. You know what I do when I feel the pull. Smash that buy button. You see, that's one of the issues of having the soul of an old man, is nobody really wants to play a historical game about the war that eventually created the Magna Carta. It's like nobody gives a shit about that. Except me. I know. That's why I didn't buy it. Well, that and I didn't want to buy it because I didn't want to buy it, honestly, but... I mean, I'll definitely play some Bolt Action. I have, like, fucking Christ. I must have, like, 8 armies for that game. Yeah, nobody's on the same level. Yeah, my love for history is unique at my age. Meow. I'm surprised you didn't want to play K-47 more than anything, Wilmar. I thought that the bolt action stuff was usable in K-47, but when I look at the... I was in a... Long story. I was in a community service thing today. You might want to be careful. You might want to be careful throwing around words like that, Wilmar. You know I would play K-47. I already... that was I was actually asking myself that question today. Was how much of the bolt action stuff is, like, already in it. Because, like, if all I need to do is use my hair German army, but also just buy a pack of, like, fucking werewolves or whatever, I'm like, alright, sweet, I could spend $40 on a single unit and play a whole new game. That's fine with me. I love that kind of crossover. Yeah, the new sweet models they're pretty sweet. Well, the ground troops can 100% be used, and then just a mech and a vehicle. I'll have to look into it. Because, like, I mean, I'll definitely play Germans. I mean, that's fine with me. I've been doing that for years. Germans and Russians and Americans. Even Japanese. Well, if it's just us, I want it to be red versus blue. I don't want no... It's not, again, this is one of those weird situations where it's like, I'm not really getting into the game. I already have it. I don't think you guys understand how much bolt action I have. I have a fucking shit ton of it. How do I ban Jay? And I had a guy that I used to play it with all the time. He used to come over. You guys have never met him. His name's Ron. Yeah. Right. I own a fucking shit ton of it. I bought the new edition book for Bolt Action. And then Ron kind of just disappeared. His mom got sick, and I really just haven't had time to play it. I mean, if all I gotta do is buy a mech and a unit of werewolves, like, fucking hell yeah, that's easy. I got your bolt action right fucking here. I've met Ron, you guys about... oh, okay, yeah. I guess we did, yeah. We also... It was the day we were playing Carnival, I think, at the rec center, or whatever the hell that place was. The lodge. He actually walked over. So he's still playing games. He just like stopped talking to me. I was like, all right, sure, whatever. I doubt he did it on purpose, but yep, he was there with like his buddies or whatever. You said you're playing Russians, right? Carnival is fine. You see, I have one qualm with Carnival, and that's the tables. Because you can't play it without water features. So you need to get, like, a specific set of stuff for that one game. Which I love, don't get me wrong. But, it's just like it's like another thing, you know? Yeah, dude, Germans versus Russians, that's always been my absolute favorite World War II thing. Like that Stalingrad type thing. I got a starter, but it did not come with terrain. Also, it was given to me by a show fan. I talked about it in an episode, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I got all this stuff. I don't want it here." And he sent it to me for free. I was like, "Holy shit, man!" The Russian Stalingrad starter is... There was one thing that was wrong with it, otherwise I would have bought it. I would have bought it multiple times, but it didn't have the winter Russians in it. It had the summer. It had the summer uniforms in it. So I did not buy it, because I play... My Russians are all winter themed. Yeah, the buildings being... It's like papercraft or whatever, isn't it? Yeah, I would really love to play that game more. It's just you can't just play it. You have to have like a table specifically set for that game. Yeah. Like, I have the water mat, right? And then the best thing you could get is like raised terrain for like the canals and stuff. Like that would be the best bet. I'm sure you could get it. It's just not been something I've felt like investing into, one, because I'm poor as all living fuck right now, but just because it's like not, you know, I've been so distracted with BMP. Might cut them up and rework them and have them be pushed to fit like the Infinity Drive. That's a good idea. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I'll look into it, Wilmar. If you want to play some Conflict 47, like, I mean, that's easy. Like I said, I think I have to buy, like, one thing. I can just get it on eBay. The fact that game has werebears is pretty cool. Yeah, it literally has bear pose, because I think they also come with like giant clubs or some shit. So do the Germans, actually. I think the Germans and the Russians both have it. I mean, because, like, I miss Dust. It's a shame that setting is just kind of, like, not a thing anymore. In all honesty, it would not be that hard to just cut them off of their old bases and put them on the... Yeah, I was just about to say. Yeah, just cut them off of the stupid dust bases and put them on the whatever the hell the warlord. It's like a... I should have him somewhere here. Catastrophe. Whatever this is, like it's like a 30. It's not. I don't think it's a 25. I think it's like a 30. I think it might just be a 25. It is in fact a 25. Look like dust. I mean, sure. You see, you can't really see it. That box. See that box right there? Like right there. That is all dust. That is all dust. I mean, we can always try. Sure. It was grid. The last edition of it was grid, but it like had optional rules for. Did I ever? I don't know if you guys ever knew this. I did a dust blog where we did battle reports and stuff. That's actually kind of what started me on everything. Yeah, we did the Do you want me to actually go to the website? Yeah, I did the entire Babylon campaign thing, me and Kara, during COVID. I know we are roaming into the realm of nobody ever giving a shit about what I do with my life, but yeah, I used to write a blog for it. Took pictures and I was really into it. I want to have Sergeant Victory. Good old Sergeant Victory punching planes, man. That's what he was done. What he was known for. I was learning how to do it, you know. Go ahead, make fun of me. But yeah, I did we did all of it. I think we did the entire campaign. Bring back some memories. When we started doing this, we just got Bubby. I think No. We had Bubby for a while. Bubby there's like a picture in one of the games where Bubby's in it and he's like still so young. Because we'd only had him for like, oh Christ, a couple months maybe. Man. Yep, some of the models I painted. Those are the days. Yeah, because I remember I went to the shop right around when COVID was disappearing, or it was getting started or whatever, and then there was the one employee at AO, the veteran guy, I think his name was Brian or something like that. And he was saying that there was like people there that came to play it and all that, and I never met him. So I guess it was you guys. I remember one of my last games. Yeah, it set up 3 big guys in a room, and he walked in with his People's Army's assassin, and I got lucky and shot them off the table. Yeah, Brian. I remember that the game got me in trouble, believe it or not, because I learned that I made a comment or something. Or I guess this was actually this was Bolt Action, where I didn't know that saying just the first 3 letters of Japanese was a slur. I did not know that until I moved up here. I thought it was just shorthand for Japanese or Japan, but apparently it is not. So I said that in the Discord, because I said that because for Bolt Action I have Japanese, and so I just did shorthand, right? I was like, yeah, I have, that word. I think I said Krauts too. I was just getting into it, and I will refrain from who, but anybody that knows my history at AO will know who messaged me later, asking me to stop being a racist, and I was like, what did I say that was racist? And apparently, I did some research, and I was like, holy crap! Did not know that was a slur. So I learned. So that's that Florida education system for you. Yeah, I know, right? I'll be honest, I go through it every once in a while. I'd probably say like every other year, I'll have a couple moments where I'll just sit here and just go through it. So before we go on this Dustathon, let me ask, is it the setting or was it the rules? Because honestly, the rules for Dust were kind of like not great. I mean, they were fine, I guess. Because, like, if it's the setting, then I think we should just play Conflict, because it's gonna get updated, But if it's, like, the rules, then, whatever. Not sure if we got deep enough to have the rules fall apart. I don't think it was so much an issue of the rules falling apart. I think it was just more of an issue of the, it's a very simple game. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what that game's for. Just because of the fact that most of the time, when you shot at an enemy unit, you just kind of wiped them out, I found most of the time. Like, nothing was very resilient in that game. My favorite miniatures game where we got fun moments, exception if you're going up against winning child losing, but always got the last stuff. Right. I mean, if that's what you want, then I'm all for it. I mean, I'm all for it either way, but. So what? After Everwinter, are we gonna do this? The fact that my Dust Army is just dudes who punch tanks real hard is right up my alley. Okay, so Jay was playing China, from the sounds of it, or at least Soviet bloc. Oh, and I guess if you're playing Sergeant Victor, you're playing the Allies, not America. Yeah, you're playing the bloc. I can play Axis. So I got the I was buying stuff because it was super cheap at the time. I think these are premiums, the pre-painted ones. Dude, the old cards. Holy shit! Oh. Good life. Yeah. The old premium ones where you didn't have to paint. I just like Weird War 2. It's always been a love of mine. Some of my favorite RPGs that yeah. Man. Some of my old paint jobs. Yeesh! Yeesh, yeesh, yeesh.
Damn it!
You're all right.
No, don't worry about me.
I fell
told
2 stories. I'm fine. Hi, Tizzy. Hope your birthday went well, man. Just 2 weekends ago, I think, right? Existential dread, I guess. The huge. How about you? We're talking about old games we used to play. What's wrong? I don't know, man. Jesus. The business thing doesn't want to happen. Probably some seasonal depression. I don't know. So whatever. Yeah, bro, I know what you mean. PAX is next weekend. Yes, yes it is. We're gonna drive up Friday night. So we'll probably get there Friday night. Like late night. How's the focus on Legion been? It is a good game. I do not play it very often, but when I did, I did enjoy it. It is a very good game. Well, you're still in the... I was going to say Modiphius. That's not the right word. Asmodee. You're still in the Asmodee part of the hall. I imagine it won't be that different. I mean, you know the people that like you are just going to go over there anyway. Except you got to hang out with David, Endless, when he's doing the stream. And he's a good guy. He's in here every once in a while. He's a good guy. I think you'll like him.
That's you. This is a hard one to get out of, and this video's just one tube of lube and an orgy of evidence.
I mean, you figure this is the first time. You'll make new... I don't want to say new friends or whatever, because, like, I'm sure you're, like, already familiar with who they are, but... New acquaintances, you know, new bonds. As someone who has led a couple different communities locally, I will say that it's always sad to kind of leave the communities that you so like tied into. But you learn the new ones. Like for example, next year at Adepticon, I'm gonna be up there with all the historical people all weekend. You're gonna forget I exist. Yeah, I gotta get it up. I gotta get a hotel. I gotta actually do that. Oh, did you decide if you're gonna go? I thought you said you weren't gonna go. That's as weird a reason as any, but sure, whatever. Should come play Blood and Plunder with me. It's not that hard. You just take a suitcase, put clothing, put boat in sideways, surround with socks and underwear, put more clothes on top of. Very easy. I will say that if you go there to play Infinity, you best be ready to have your fucking ass kicked. You only have a sloop, man. That thing is not that... It's not that fragile. Nope. Nope, nope. Looks kind of dull. Just wait till that red gets in there. I mean, listen, it ain't no Dutch, right? But I could still paint some infinity.
I saw it when I walked, boy.
I can say with utmost certainty, Mr. Chris, that your stuff will be done by Everwinter for sure. Yeah, depending on what I do this week, I'll probably be able to finish these guys Wednesday? They need like one more good paint session, and then they're good. And I need to make sure I go to sleep today, because I'm working in the office alone tomorrow, so I gotta make sure I sleep. I know, right? I was actually just thinking something like that. I was thinking it sounded a lot like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. You know, it's never going to come out, but it's kind of fun to see the next Grand Theft Auto come back to Vice City. Vice City, easily one of the best games, man. You know, you best come strap for sure. $10 o'clock. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call stream here. I'm gonna finish the purple. I'm gonna finish fixing up this purple a little bit. I have a distinct feeling that these guys should be done by the next stream, but if not, I'll finish them on stream next. And then I'll also try and finish Zoe and Jazz? Yeah, Jazz. I'll try and have them finished by the next time you come to the shop, so you can grab all 4. But if not, you'll at least have your models for everyone. Yeah, they still don't really look like a whole lot, admittedly, just because it's a lot of dark colors, but once the hair and the jacket and stuff starts getting laid in there, this I think this model's really going to start to pop out. So, yeah. I am going to go get ready for bed. Guys, thank you for joining me. You know I love you. I might have just got dragged back into playing Dust, of all things. Well, I'm glad, man. I'm glad I could help out. We'll talk about it. I mean, if push comes to shove, I'm gonna get the werewolves for K47 anyway, just because I really like the models. Giant werewolf people wearing World War II army pants. I'm like, hey, I'm in. I'm into that. I'll tell you the one the one thing about K-47 that does not make me happy, and that is the fact that there is no overt Rocketeer reference. Because of the fact that there is no, you know, like, jetpack Fallschirmjäger. I know those exist for the U.S., but yeah, I'm shocked that they didn't have a. I'm shocked they didn't have a Rocketeer unit. I'm pretty sure I saw something in there. I mean, they got bat monsters. That's kind of cool. Anyway, regardless. Yeah. It was good hanging with you guys. I apologize that I'm in whatever mood I'm in. I'll get over it eventually. I always do. And I will talk to you guys later. I'll see some of you guys tomorrow.